Man in Black is back with another post-fight video for another fight that I've gotten wrong. Wow, I'm having a bad streak right now. Even though I did post a video in April when I was having a bad streak. Damn. Danny Green got his ass beat. And I picked Danny Green to win by like a decision, I think. No excuses. No justifying anything about Danny Green. He got his ass beat. He got outboxed, he got beat up, and basically he halfway got exposed anyway. But look on the bright side. Both guys got to drink Gatorade in the corner. Anyway, let's get into this fight. I didn't score this round by round. I just watched the fight and shook my head. Shaking my head at myself of, why the fuck did I pick Danny Green to win this fight? And I've had some crazy picks in the past, but I'm not going to justify it. I picked the wrong guy to win. Antonio Tarver is levels ahead of Danny Green, as you can tell in the fight. Danny Green pretty much proved himself to be a forward fighter, coming forward and throwing punches. Antonio Tarver was able to negate it in the first round. What did he do? Every time Danny Green came in with lead hooks and tried to run inside, Antonio Tarver picked and popped him outside with basically the jab. The jab got there before. What was happening was Tarver did have his timing. His timing was really good in this bout. He had good timing, and he was able to time Green coming in with his jab. He was able to get his jab before Green came in with the hook, and he stood at a mid-range and controlled him with the jab. Tried to slip in, and inside he would slip in the right and left hook, and from time to time on occasion he would sneak in the uppercut, the left uppercut inside. It looked like he was trying to find that punch the entire fight. He would throw it on occasion. And Tarver wasn't too aggressive. He was more so, he was assertive. He didn't throw too many punches. Didn't throw pork barrel punches in this fight or wasteful shots. He just threw pretty much whatever was effective and went on from there. I guess, Antonio Tarver did what you're supposed to do against a fighter like a Danny Green who comes in and depends on his aggression. What you want to do against an aggressive fighter that comes forward is you do want to make that fighter take the step back. And Danny Green could not fight taking the step backward. He would get himself, on the ropes. He would throw, punches from out of range, and he couldn't even find his punches. He couldn't use the jab to find his shots. What I'll give to him is the fact that he was able to stand up and take some of these punches. There was the first round I thought should have been a 10-8 because Tarver did hit him with a 1-2, and Green was still standing there. His feet were set. Tarver hit him with a punch that made him lose his balance, and the ropes held him up. I thought that should have been a knockdown. The second round, there's a knockdown on the left hand. If you look at a certain angle, it looks like a left cross that did it, but it was more so a left hook that put him down if you see it from another angle. But he put him down, flash knockdown with the left hook. He got up, and he wasn't necessarily hurt from the punch. It was a flash knockdown, so he got him he was perfectly timed. Got him at a good time, and you could just see the calm temperament of both fighters. Green wasn't so aggressive to try to get the point back, being that it was the second round, and Tarver didn't necessarily try to pursue the knockout in that round. And then pretty much due to the fact that he was able to see that Green wasn't hurt, and they both are veteran fighters, so they're not going to fight, in a certain way to where it's like, okay, now I got knocked down, I'm going to get the point back right now. So I thought it was smart for both fighters to, not necessarily either go for getting the point back or getting the knockout. It was smart to, for Tarver to just, get the knockdown and go back to his strategy, go back to the game plan, go back to the format of just, standing outside at the mid-range, using the jab, coming over the top, and countering. But from then on, there were just spurts in the bout where Danny Green did get in and got some decent punches, though they weren't landing. And there was a punch that I did see him hit Tarver with that Tarver was able to take well later on. Tarver, just went back to the formula of standing outside, jabbing. He used the jabs, he counterpunched him, and just looked effective at what he was doing, standing, kind of standing in his pocket. They both were trying to use the ring to find their shots, but Danny Green, it looked like couldn't even find his punches off the jab. He didn't use the jab to set up anything, probably because he couldn't, and at the angle being that he's fighting a southpaw, he couldn't even find the straight right hand. He couldn't even find, like what you have is you have a fighter that likes to throw lead hooks, and you have a fighter that can throw the lead hook, but will pretty much base the foundation of a fight and can base the foundation on the fight using the jab. And Tarver stood outside, found some good openings in this fight. Found some very good openings. Stood on the outside, and just look for his shots on the outside. Beat up and outbox Danny Green. Danny Green, and there's no excuses for Danny Green. Danny Green, being that he's like 38 years old, been in boxing for quite a while, was a former champion for the WBA light heavyweight belt. By now, he should have kind of the fundamentals down, but it seems if he doesn't have the fundamentals down, he couldn't find his punches off the jab. He had no way to. He couldn't find any adjustments in this fight. He just got beat. He got out. He was beat to the punch. He got timed. Basically, his game plan was taken away from him, and not only that, he was forced to fight Tarver's fight. When Tarver started to make him take that step back, it was over. When he started to make him take the step back, when he started to, and if you look at the punches that Tarver was throwing inside, punches inside were just crisp. Tarver just controlled this fight and used Green's aggression against him. So my hat goes off to Antonio Tarver. Tarver did an exceptional job. I did a horrible job calling this, but hey, it is what it is. So I spent 7 minutes on a post-fight video now, and I'm not even intoxicated. Yay for me. Not really, that was so fucking corny. Anyway, I'm out of here. That was The Distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.